TikTok trend everyone regrets trying. And I'm looking at this right now and it says colored eyes. Yeah, whoever does this, you're a dumbass. I don't know why you'd even color your eyes. When was this a trend? Wait. No, I'm done with these labels of niggas calling everything a trend. It'll be on the most boomer fucking news network. You'll see this shit on Fox News. It'll be like, breaking news, the new trend of Gen Z running into fast food restaurants and setting themselves on fire and the whole restaurant on fire and killing a grandma and leaving. Bro, that don't exist, bro. It happened once. Yeah, it'll literally be one thing that happens once. Like, I don't know. I never heard of this though. Changing eye colors. Let me see this.
TikTokers are now injecting dye into their eyes, turning their eye color from natural to super.
But why not just get contacts? That can't be good for your health. Like, go to your nearest Amazon website. Go on Amazon and just get some fucking contacts, or I don't know. Go on some different website, man.
Natural. And before you ask,
is this?
Ew.
Yes, it is. But as disturbing as—
oh, hell no. Nah, bro, this is really scary. Oh my god, Jigsaw! That's what it reminds me of. The accuracy is kind of uncanny, I'm not gonna lie. No, deadass, look at this accuracy. Look at this fucking accuracy.
these transformations are to the general public,
it looks worse than a Halloween contact.
Former patients have started coming forward.
Child, look.
Okay, this especially wouldn't even make sense because black people naturally don't get this eye color. I mean, naturally, does anybody get this? Is this green eyes? It looks like green eyes. Probably like 10 people out there that have that naturally.
And experts are sounding the alarm.
They want your money and they are not thinking about your safety.
It's not like, oh, it may.
No, I'm telling y'all, bro, these doctors will do anything to get you into like these plastic surgeries, bro. I remember people were talking about LASIK. I didn't get LASIK. Luckily, there's another thing I did ortho. Okay, it's like some lens you put in when you sleep and then you wake up with good vision. Search it up, by the way, if anybody wants to do LASIK. I just heard horror stories. Deadass, I'm not doing LASIK. Because the way people say they'll get LASIK and then like, dude, it just ruins their eyes. No, the thing that broke it for me with LASIK, the reason why I didn't get it personally, is because people have ended their lives over LASIK that went wrong. That's how bad the pain was. Like, I forgot what the story was. There was like somebody out there, the pain was so bad. He like ended his life and he said, my last message, don't ever get LASIK in your life. And I saw that, I was like, yeah, I'm not gonna do shit. I'll just deal with glasses. I don't like wearing glasses or like normal contacts, which is why I got ortho K. It is a lot more expensive though. I don't think the average person probably can't afford it. But I don't know. Okay, y'all. Do y'all think 1.8K a year I paid in full? Do y'all think that's a lot? I feel like contacts, how much is that a month? That's $150 a month. That's not crazy. Am I tripping? That's not crazy. Niggas got bills that are higher than that. That's not crazy. And also you got a chance of like, you know, saving your eyes. Like you're not getting LASIK. It won't fuck up your eyes. But I remember when I went to the LASIK doctor, I just got an exam by my eyes. I had some type of lenses, contact lenses. I was like, okay. He said you gotta stop wearing them before. And I was like, how long? 2 weeks. And then apparently I went to a fucking eye doctor and they said, no, you should wait months. I was like, what? So this just lied to me, bro, just to get a bag. And potentially he could have fucked up my eyes. Bro, anybody that's never had eye problems and teeth problems, you won the genetic lottery. Hey guys, Tom NFG here. You know, only half of you guys are subscribed and even less of you guys have noties on. I hate to be a burden, but you know, I really appreciate it if you hit that sub button and the little bell next to it. You know, it doesn't take long. I know you can get mixed up in the algorithm and everything. But yeah, also tune into the streams. You know, we have a lot of fun over there. I'm telling you, we have a lot of parties going on over there. Yeah, that's it. Bye. Damn.
May cause blindness. No. The risks are high.
It sounds pretty scary to me.
Because behind every viral transformation video is someone learning that these surgeries can come at a devastating cost.
One day I'm gonna have a child and not be able to see my child.
Do you have a spare half hour and
sad.
say, oh, $12,000? If you answered yes, then today's your
bro, think of, they're probably injecting some fucking ink in your eyes. Bro, I don't understand why. Just wear contacts. Literally just wear contacts.
lucky day. You're a candidate for plastic surgery's hottest new procedure. It's called keratopigmentation. All you have to do is lie awake while a surgeon injects pigment into your cornea and—
Bro, deadass, these people look so much better before. Oh, fucking no.
all you have to do is lie awake while a
Hey, bro, she looked fine. She got a lot of orange makeup. Goddamn, bro. Was she cosplaying Trump, nigga?
surgeon injects pigment into your cornea and voila, you have the eye color of your dreams, at least in theory. If this trend has made its way onto your TikTok For You page, then you're likely familiar with the work of Dr. Brian Boxer Walkler, a Beverly Hills-based eye surgeon who allows patients to create their own custom eye colors.
The color she wanted.
Or choose from his selection. You know, the—
Oh, what the f, bro? Oh, hell nah. That looked like a demon. If I seen this in the dead of night, I get scared. Yo, imagine their eyes just glow. Like, everybody's in a dark room, and then you just see, like, a pair of floating eyes. Like, somebody probably did that. Somebody probably did glowing eyes like a dumbass.
Standards like emerald green.
SCP, yeah.
Thank you. I honestly did not have such expectation, but I kept my expectation lower.
Riviera blue.
That's amazing. That is amazing.
Or honey gold.
Wow, that's awesome.
Social media users, however, see these patients not so much as walking advertisements for the surgery.
I feel like most things people are insecure about themselves, though, is usually like your actual face, not your eyes. I mean, eye color can be cool, but it's not like an attraction breaker for people. I think most people in the population have like brown. Nobody cares. Eye color is never an attraction factor for me. I'm not like, damn, oh, they just got typical, I don't know, brown eyes or some shit. Like, nigga, who cares?
But as a warning, never take
Green
your
eyes, though?
natural eye color
Loki,
for
green
granted.
eyes can look scary
Yes,
sometimes.
according to the internet, these oversaturated bright results were no replacement for the real thing. In fact, they reminded viewers more of vampires or demonically possessed than actual human eyes.
I think we should go on a hike in the woods. Just me and you.
Bro, you're creeping me out. Don't look at me like that.
No, just to get some exercise. Me and you, a hike in the woods alone, where nobody can hear or see us.
On top of the uncanny effect, to many, the lack of dimension or pattern in the eyes and the thick limbal ring along the outside of the iris don't look like the result of a $12,000 procedure. They looked like colored contacts. Cheap colored contacts.
I have never seen
Nah, literally, you could just get color contacts that look like it.
an eye color change surgery that has looked natural.
And maybe viewers weren't the only ones praying these results were reversible or that the colors would fade. After all,
$1,200
were
for
these
that shit?
reactions of satisfied customers?
How was it when you looked at your eyes for the first time in the mirror?
It's better than I expected.
Nigga, you tell me anybody's gonna believe a Mexican was born with green eyes. Bro, ain't nobody believing this shit, dog. That don't even make any sense. Some can have them. I'm sure some can have them. I can tell you, Otto, every single Mexican person I've ever met in my life, I've never seen one with green eyes. Or it's not even green. What is this?
Or people trying to convince themselves that they hadn't just made the worst mistake of their lives.
How you feeling seeing yourself for the first time like this?
They like it. This is awesome.
Very pretty. I love it.
Super natural too.
He's literally crying.
They're perfect. I'm really happy with them.
Even reactions from family members seemed almost too positive.
It looks natural and amazing.
Yeah. Right.
I love it.
Yeah, alright.
Looks phenomenal.
Like they
Nigga, does she have the surgery too? Yeah, she probably told him like, yeah, you gotta get this.
I need you with these eyes. We need to be matching.
were covering up their true feelings.
How do you feel now that she has the color that she's on?
Nice. I'm happy for her because like she's super happy, so I'm glad she likes it. It's nice. It looks good too. Like it looks good.
But there was one patient who might have let slip what everyone involved was asking themselves.
I can't believe that. This is awesome.
Every day you're gonna wake up and see your new eyes.
Is this permanent?
It is.
Yeah, GG's, bro. You know what, bro? We all make mistakes. Nah, permanent is crazy, though. The fact that you can't change back. Get contacts! It's pissing me off more. It's pissing me off more in the fact that obviously some of them just look weird and don't match them. But you could have just got contacts if you temporarily wanted it. Like, if you want to go outside one night, a weekend with, like, the homies or something, you're trying to go to some bars or a club or some shit, just wear the contacts then. You don't have to wear it all the time.
Naturally, the internet wasted no time turning
Thank you so much. I love that.
actions like this into memes.
Thank you so much for doing this to me.
What do you think?
Is that permanent? I love it. Oh my god, I really look like that. Are you gonna give us a good review? Of course.
But whether it's keratopigmentation or iris implants, where a silicone iris is inserted into the eye, there's clearly a market for eye color changing surgeries.
Heard so many times, doctor, you changed my life, because the eye is a mirror of your soul.
The question is, what are patients risking when they sign up for these life-changing surgeries? In September 2024, Jasmine Hill, known on TikTok as Story with Friends, posted a story time that would serve as a chilling reminder. Be careful what you wish for.
I like to tell stories and life lessons, but yesterday I certainly didn't think that I would be a life lesson.
Like others, Jasmine learned about keratopigmentation through social media. But unlike other viewers, she wasn't disturbed.
See, I'm telling you, bro, people never think they're gonna be like the one. That's the thing with me with LASIK too, because people always think like, oh, I can never be the one. People be like, oh, I had it 20 years, but like, you could be the one. With anything, you could always be the one. That's why it's always better to take precaution. That's why, like, for example, when we get in cars, everyone wears seatbelts because people could be thinking like, oh, I'm not gonna be the one or whatever, this and that. And then on that drive, you can get in like a fucking crazy car crash and your ass could fly on and die. That's why whenever I'm in my friends' cars, I don't care. I always have my seatbelt on. I swear. Sometimes my friends don't. I don't care, bro. I know too many people, bro, that have gotten in car accidents. Like, my mom got in a car accident like years ago, bro. So like, no.
The trend. She was intrigued. Jasmine didn't want anything drastic, just a subtle change to her big, dark brown eyes.
My eyes look kind of black, like they're dark brown, they look black. I'll get like one of these browns. I like it. I'm already thinking of what kind of eyelashes I'm gonna get. I'm thinking of how I'm gonna do my eyeshadow.
Since it wasn't common for a patient to ask for brown eyes, the surgeon's office had to order Jasmine's color from France. It was called marron, the French word for brown.
This is the color that was presented to me.
After a month and a half of waiting, she was notified that her color had arrived at the office. It was only during the operation that everything began to fall apart. After finishing the first eye, the surgeon handed Jasmine a mirror to show off his handiwork. What Jasmine saw looking back at her made her jaw drop.
Child, look.
Oh, okay, so it wasn't brown.
Yes, those were Jasmine's brand new eyes. And while she might have been confused on how to categorize this color, we can tell you what it wasn't: brown. How had this happened? Well, it turned out the surgeon had noticed something off about the color when it arrived at the office.
When the doctor
oh my gosh, so they just sent the wrong one. Crazy lawsuit.
opened it, he said, you know, I did notice that it wasn't brown. He said, but with these procedures, a lot of the times the colors do not look the way they're going to look once you apply it.
The problem was,
it never turned brown.
At this point, Jasmine was in tears. She didn't want the—
I'm not gonna lie, bro. With my anger, bro, that whole office would have got aired out on GTA, bro. Fuck that shit. Cause that's permanent. On top of that, you're already risking whatever complications.
other eye done.
$100 million
As her
lawsuit.
surgeon pointed out,
Even if we change it to the brown that you originally wanted, you'll have mixed match eyes if I don't at least do the other eye this color.
So, in the end, Jasmine was stuck with her new eyes, whether she liked
Oh, that looks so weird. I mean, obviously it looks like contacts and fake, but damn, that's tough.
them or not. And while she was unsure what the moral of this story was,
Life lesson, I don't really know. Let me figure out how to process what the life lesson is for this.
the comment section spelled it out for her. Never risk what you have for what you want. For many, the potential long-term effects of the procedure and the availability of colored contacts made this a no-brainer. As one user put it, having brown eyes and going through all this for a different shade of brown is wild. But as our next story proves, these surgeries put patients at risk of developing more than just customer dissatisfaction. In October 2024, influencer Dina Khalil posted a video drawing attention to the devastating consequences of iris implants.
This video is very difficult for me to make.
At the time, Dina still wasn't able to open up to her family and friends about what she had gone through. However, as someone with a platform, she felt it was her responsibility to inform her followers about the dangers of the surgery that she was now all too familiar with.
I just had 4 surgeries done.
Some people just can't be helped, bro. Whatever you got, ma'am, deserved. You're probably a nice person. Whatever you got, fucking deserved.
And my eyes,
4
and I
times.
almost
You had 4
lost my
times
eyesight because
change.
of it. So let's get into it. These are my eyes.
And they look totally natural, right? Well, it turns out they
What color is that?
are. The thing is,
Oh.
just a few months earlier, Dina had bright blue eyes that earned her comparisons to Adriana Lima
I
and
was about to say, she looked good.
Megan Fox, all courtesy of iris implants. According to Dina, she was tricked into having the surgery as a teenager in Egypt. I went in with my dad to get LASIK, and then the doctor offered this amazing surgery with apparently no risks, no side effects, 100% safe.
If I'm not in a place like America and they're offering shit like this, I'm saying no. Because we got laws here. Like, doctors can't do a lot of, like, crazy shit and trick you here. Bro, in other countries, they won't have laws like this. Like, they don't give a f. They'll just you over, bro, and what are you gonna do, sue them, bro? They might not even have some certain suing laws or something set in place.
She told the Daily Mail. Dina claimed she hadn't even known the surgery involved an implant and was instead under the impression that it was done with non-invasive lasers. Still, for 10 years, it seemed the doctor's promise came true. There were no complications until recently.
The past few months, everything started to drastically become horrible.
It started with redness around the eyes. Then, vision problems. Whitening eye drops that initially helped stopped working as her eyes worsened. My vision started getting really blurry and I wasn't seeing clearly anymore, Dina told the Daily Mail.
Wow.
At first, it only happened in the morning and then would clear up during the day, so I didn't think there was anything wrong. But it soon became clear that something was wrong. Seriously wrong. Dina's vision had declined so severely she believed she was going blind. However, when she reached out to the doctor in Egypt who had performed the surgery, he ghosted her.
Exactly, see? Not surprised, I'm telling you, bro. Don't do no ass, dumbass surgery in another place, man. Like, even in the future, let's say a hypothetical of like, I'm going bald, I'm like, I gotta go to Turkey. Bro, I'm making sure to check the people on like TikTok, online and shit that went there and can confirm it. I'm checking like a million different ways before I ever get like some type of cosmetic surgery. It don't really matter what it is for real. I mean, I wouldn't really get one. The only one I'd ever get is if I'm bald and shit. Yeah, my ass is immediately going to Turkey, bro.
It was only when Dina sought out an ophthalmologist in New York
don't need to go
that
to
she
Turkey.
learned
Yeah,
the
hopefully.
true
I don't
extent
think I'll
of the
need to
damage.
in the future, hopefully.
Not only was she informed that she had iris implants, but she was told they were causing glaucoma that could lead to permanent blindness.
I had 2 surgeries to remove the implants and then another 2 surgeries for glaucoma that I've developed because of it.
After she was healed, she would have to undergo 2 more surgeries. This number of procedures not only likely reflected the damage that had been done to Dina's eyes, but the difficulty of removing iris implants, which often have to be cut and removed in pieces to minimize the trauma to the eye. Naturally, this nightmare forced Dina to reconsider what was important to her.
This has been one of the hardest times, or the hardest time of my entire
I feel bad for her, bro.
life.
I don't know, it was like this.
Thinking that
My bad, I made fun of her in
one
the
day I'm
beginning.
gonna have a child and not be able to see my child. Like all these things you think about.
My parents, for some reason, took my little bro to a barber in Peru. They chopped my little bro up Lamau. It happened during my visit in Peru. One thing I'll never do for sure is get a cut in another country. I've seen like videos of what they do, especially like black hair and shit. Especially if it's like, if I go to like, let's say, I don't know, like an Asian country, East Asian country, because they don't really work with that type of hair. So like they just push your hairline back like crazy. Like they'll f your shit up, bro.
Your eyes are so precious.
What about that 50
there was
cent
the
Indian
psychological
haircut?
toll of not being able to recognize herself without the blue eyes she'd had since she was a teenager.
And I'm having a hard time like knowing her in the mirror and like learning to love her again, and I probably am gonna need therapy for this, and like this is not gonna be easy.
But Dina made it clear this video wasn't
I mean, shit, she still look good like this either way. Like, I would suspect this is natural.
about her. It was to draw attention to the very serious dangers of this procedure.
You will lose your eyesight, so please, if you have them in, get them out. If you're thinking about it, just cancel the thought, just buy some contacts.
At least that's what Dina did, and according to the influencer, they look exactly the same. And if her honesty ended up costing her followers, according to Dina, so be it.
I know a lot of people thought I looked so exotic, and that's the reason you follow me, and you probably won't think I'm pretty anymore, so you're gonna unfollow me, and that's okay with me because
they won't think she looks pretty. I'm so confused. Sometimes I'd be confused about like women's insecurities because I'm like, huh? Who's gonna say she doesn't look pretty like this? Yo, any nigga that says this, bro, nigga, I know you ain't talking, bro. This is a model right here. What are we talking about?
This is more important.
The fact that she thinks that's so sad. I don't know. I mean, if your audience is built off of like her look and stuff and that certain things away, then like I can see her being worried about that, but I don't think people will care like over time.
Some followers that are just following me for how or what I look like.
And if there was one message Dina could leave her viewers with,
it is to not do it. Don't do it. Don't go try it. I know they looked great and they looked good, but most of the time I wasn't seeing good. Most of the time I saw blur. Like I was seeing as if I put milk in my eyes, like white. Please. Love yourself the way you are. I don't know why I didn't, but it was the biggest mistake.
Dina's comment section was full of support from viewers who were quick to remind the influencer that she was beautiful, regardless of eye color. Since completing her final surgery, Dina now has 20/20 vision. As for eye color, after the nightmare she went through, she's satisfied sticking with contacts. And online, optometrists like Dr. Gerline Denoa are echoing her warning.
Do not, and I repeat, do not get this surgery done. It's not like
we need better look into like certain cosmetic surgeries. There is a testing, they always have to do a testing phase, but like certain things like this should not be legal, like straight up. The fact that it was doing that to her and causing her to be blind, bro, even in a way, bro, I feel like LASIK got to be reformed. Because the fact that so many people have said like, oh, I've had problems, I've gone half blind because of LASIK, people have ended their lives, like, bro, should this even be legal, gang? Especially when stuff like Ortho-K exists. Like, why not inform more people about Ortho-K? Because I feel like a lot of people don't know about that shit. I didn't even know about it before I even got it. That's literally something just to fix your eyes. You don't have to wear contacts, right? Sometimes you have to wear glasses, right? But that's just me because I have like a little bit worse astigmatism. But normally you don't have that, you could see perfectly fine. It is more though, but like they can make cheaper versions and shit for people.
oh, it may cause blindness. It may make you blind. No, no, no. The risks are high.
This is because iris implants can block your drainage system, increasing pressure inside the eye.
And an increase in pressure inside the eye can damage the nerve, can damage the tissue in the back of the eye. And that's what's connecting your eyes to your brain to tell your brain, this is what I'm seeing, and then your brain processes it.
Naturally, if that nerve is damaged, well, goodbye eyesight.
This is irreversible.
Yeah, it just sounds like you have to be way too close with the surgery.
Blindness. Once you have reached that point, we cannot undo what's been done.
Not convinced? Just look at these damaged irises caused.
Oh my god. Loki looking at just eyes up close is kind of scary like this. That is crazy, bro.
Caused by implant surgery. The patient recording this video went to see a glaucoma specialist after she suddenly went blind in her right eye. According to the doctor, the fit of the implant was so poor that it caused glaucoma, permanent pupil distortion, and light sensitivity.
These changes cannot be reversed because the part of the pupil has died. It's actually kind of shriveled up and died.
Cases like this are why iris implants.
Oh my god, that's so scary, bro. That's something like I'm really scared of in life, like losing eyesight, especially when you've had it before, like not even being born blind, like you never had it and then something like this happens.
Are illegal.
To me, I'm low-key more scared of losing eyesight than like losing an arm or something. They also have mechanical arms and shit. Both are obviously scary. Like, what would you rather have? Losing eyesight in one eye or losing an arm? I'm being so honest, I'd rather lose one arm. And I'd rather have a mechanical arm. I would have wanted a mechanical arm or something to help. I know I couldn't do everything. I don't want to lose an eye. I can't do that. Imagine not being able to see. Not even that, bro. If you have one eye, like, bro, really think of it. If you just close your eyes, I've kind of done this, bro, before. I just close my eye and I just see, I'm like, damn. Like, trying to see out of one eye. Like, your vision is fucked, bro. You can't see a whole other side.
In the United States.
And any doctor that tries to talk a patient into having this procedure done actually is not only unethical, they are immoral. All they want is your money.
Yep.
They're also why keratopigmentation.
They say that about LASIK doctors too, because, yo, I'll see people say like, oh, as soon as I walked in the LASIK place and I saw the doctor had glasses, I immediately walked out. Cause nigga, how you gonna be promoting a surgery that you not even having, gang? If it was so safe, why didn't you have the surgery?
Has been marketed as the safe alternative by surgeons like Dr. Brian Boxer.
Only perform colorized keratopigmentation, which is a cornea procedure, not an implant, where ink is placed inside the cornea. Keratopigmentation has been performed for the last 16 years and has an overall high safety rate.
Bro, she looks so much better on the left too. That's sad.
But is keratopigmentation really the miracle it's advertised to be? Well, unlike iris implant surgery, where the artificial iris is placed over the real iris, keratopigmentation involves tattooing the inner layer of the cornea, which leads to that uncanny effect.
It's not exactly where the iris...
Yeah, I mean, that shit still look creepy. It doesn't really change anything. Also, anything just touching my eyes, I don't even care if this is way safer. I'm not risking it. 1% chance of complication, not risking it.
Which is what has the eye color, so it does
These
look a
doctors
little
are
bit
pieces of
artificial.
shit.
And seeing as this surgery is irreversible, patients are forced to live with their choice to undergo the surgery for the rest of their lives. But it isn't just the results that have eye doctors warning against this procedure. See, while keratopigmentation is legal to practice in the United States, the surgery is still largely unregulated and remains unapproved by the FDA. And when it comes—
Wait. Hold up, wait. So you're telling me they can approve surgeries without getting government approval? What the f do we have a government for in health agencies? Bro, we pay tax dollars so y'all can like help with shit like this, right? Aren't you supposed to like help regulate shit? Bro, government work is, I swear, bro, they should be so fucking useless.
The complications, however rare, for many in the field, it's not worth the risk. This is why the American Academy of Ophthalmology issued a warning on the dangers of eye color changing procedures in January 2000.
Yeah, the problem with this though, people aren't gonna check that. Like, what are people rather gonna check, the FDA or the American, whatever this is? Like, people are gonna trust the FDA more.
2024. In the statement, the group listed the potential risks of keratopigmentation, including leakage of the dye into the eye, bacterial or fungal infection, and vision loss. Research by the Ophthalmological Society of the United Kingdom has even noted rare cases of keratopigmentation causing a parasitic disease in the eye and brain. But for surgeons like Dr. Yoon, it's the lack of long-term research and large studies that's truly frightening.
The fact is, it's like, hey, there's no published reports of problems and this and that, but there's 40 patients.
And while surgeons like
That's exactly why any surgery that comes out, I gotta make sure that shit has been tested for at least like a decade to 2 decades. I need the niggas that are gonna take L's first, and then I'm gonna come in when it's only W's. Let's say you go to Turkey, like, people have been getting hairline surgeries for how long? Like 40 years or some shit. Like, it's been tested for so long. So, you know, for the most part, like, you're gonna be good. There may be a chance of complications, like, people will get them, but, like, most people nowadays, like, especially if you work with an expert that's been doing it for, like, 20 years or something, like, you're good.
Dr. Brian Boxer-Wackler will argue that if you're against people changing their eye color, but not protesting people changing their nose, their wrinkles, or their cup size, then
And that's called being a hypocrite.
those other surgeries don't come with the potential cost of your vision. As board-certified ophthalmologist Deanne Halal Campo put in an interview with Allure, we only get one set of eyes, and to put them at risk in the name of vanity is ridiculous. As long as eye color changing surgeries are profitable, there will be doctors willing to—
Bro, that's a sad thing, bro. Like, they're literally just doing it for bread, bro. That's so disgusting. I could never be a doctor and do a surgery that I know it's gonna, like, potentially risk somebody's fucking vision.
Provide them, regardless of the risks.
There's a lot of money to be made doing that, in which case,
but you know,
there's a monetary incentive, and does it push you to do things that maybe, aren't as safe?
The risk of it is that you could actually go blind from this procedure.
They want your money and they are not thinking about your safety.
This means that people will continue jeopardizing their vision for the
What the fuck is this thing?
eyes of their dreams.
I wake up every day and I see blue. It's always been my dream.
And success stories will encourage others to do the same.
I'm excited for my daughters all to see it and bring Brooklyn back. She can get it done.
That's such a crazy
Unaware
trade-off.
of what they're truly risking. So the responsibility lies on consumers to do their own research.
This is extremely dangerous, and I don't want anybody to go through this, not even my worst enemy. Please don't do the surgery.
Seek out alternatives.
You might as well just wear colored contact lenses. It's safer, it's healthier. You're achieving the same cosmetic goal without all the risks.
And maybe, just maybe, start practicing self-acceptance.
Most of you would not look good with blue eyes. They're a very specific kind of feature, and I believe the people who have them naturally, who are born with them, are the people who are meant to have them. Have you ever seen a deer with light blue, crystal clear Siberian Husky eyes? No, you haven't. And if you did see that, it would freak you out and you would never be the same.
Blue eyes does not work on you if you're darker skinned. Like, me with blue eyes, it would not fucking work. You gotta be a very, like, obviously probably just white. Chance of a very, very light white skin. Chance, maybe it'll work for you. But, like, other than that, if you're darker than that, it's not gonna fucking work. You're gonna look weird as fuck. Yeah, it was a good video. Don't get that surgery. But yeah, also, if you're watching the 2, make sure to join the Discord and watch the streams.
Subscribe to Tommy and FG.